Hello, my name is Kathy. I am from Colorado, Denver, Colorado in the United States, and I'm 38 years old. I came to Aldeias de Paz with my family, with my husband and two children. They are 8 and 10 years old. I am a nursing student and have worked with pregnant women and babies for the past 8 years. And I came to Aldeias de Paz to work in the hospital, and I've been volunteering here for the past 2.5 months. I have been working in the hospital for the past 3 months, and my husband he's working his normal job that he has in the United States. He works from home in the United States, so he just continued to work from home here through the internet. My children stayed with a nanny during the day, and then in the afternoons, after I got home from the hospital, they did homeschooling. We did homeschooling with them. We wanted to go to a different country. We wanted to stay in either South America or Central America or the Caribbean, mostly because it was in the same time zone, and because Mike, my husband, was working, it was much easier for him that we were in the same time zone rather than being halfway around the world. The Dominican Republic is also very close to Miami. It's a really quick flight, and he had to return to the U.S. to work while we were here, and so that was also much easier for him than if we had been, a 17-hour flight away or something like that. We also chose Aldeias de Paz because it was one of the few locations, one of the few volunteer opportunities that allowed people to work in a hospital setting without being fully certified as doctors or nurses already. And I'm not fully certified as a nurse yet, and so this was one of the only places that would allow me to work in a hospital without that, without being finished with that degree. Living in the apartment together with my family was great. We had plenty of space. We had a two-bedroom apartment to ourselves, and a small kitchen, a small bathroom, so it was fine. The living situation here, we have a beautiful location. It overlooks the bay. We really like this location. Some of the hardships we experienced, everyone in the city experienced, like no electricity or no water or no internet, but those are things that kind of come with living in a developing country, so it was good for us to experience what much of the world has to experience on a regular basis. Besides working in the hospital, I also attended Café Intercultural, which is just a gathering that we have on Tuesday nights to kind of share culture and share food with people from other countries around the world. I also substitute taught the beginning English class here that the organization provides for the local people, just English classes. During the week, we mostly stayed in Samaná. But on the weekends, my family would travel out of the city, and we went to lots of different areas. We stayed on the Samaná Peninsula, and we saw Las Galeras and Las Tarenas and El Limón, the beautiful waterfall there. We also went a little bit further to the west, and we went up to the northern coast. We went also kind of more inland and went to San Francisco de Macorís, and they have cacao plantations there, and we saw that, and that was a really, really fun trip. We had a great time. So there was lots to do, an easy day's drive with public transportation. There also, if you can go and spend the night, your options are even greater for what you can go and visit and do, and there's plenty to see, and we had a really great time every weekend we would go explore some new part of the country, and it was really a lot of fun. First of all, my Spanish is better, and that is a huge benefit for anyone working in healthcare in the United States. To be able to speak Spanish is a big asset. And also, my family got to experience living in a different country and living in a developing country, which I think is very important in raising children that are, empathetic, global, contributing members of society. My one recommendation would be to encourage other families with children to come to this organization. I think it's very well set up for families, and it's a safe place to come, which I know a lot of people with children would be concerned about that, and I never felt like we were in danger. I felt safe the whole time we were here, and I think it's just such a great opportunity for a family to experience together.